everyone to the newest episode of the Xpat Xchange. My name is Amanda, and today I have Gabriela.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Applause! And we're bringing it all the way to Brazil today. As you guys know, Xpat Xchange, each week I meet with a dynamic individual who has took the leap of faith and jumped across the pond to make London home. We have Gabriela coming all the way from Brazil. And today we're going to learn a lot more about her. She, as you can see, she is full of energy. And I'm really excited to kind of understand her journey and what made her move to London. How's it going? Good?
Exciting. Well, after 2 years, I can smile.
Yay!
And tell you funny stories, but in the beginning was not that beautiful, let's say.
Oh my goodness. Listen, London is such a great city, but outside of all the glam and the glitz and stuff, it is stressful. So I really do commend you for sticking it through. And you've been here for 2 years now, right?
2 years, and many people, for example, today I received a message from a friend of mine back home, and she was saying, "Girl, I'm jealous of you. You are everywhere. Oh my God, you are so successful," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Girl, yes, I'm happy for this. I'm grateful, but I'm not gonna share my tears on my Instagram.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean I don't go through any challenge in life. Just means that with time and dedication and preparation and meeting the right people, you will get there. So I'm getting there. I'm almost there where I intend to be, and I acknowledge my success and my challenge, but also my ability to be resilient and determined. But normally people, they underestimate the struggles we have to go in order to achieve what they see as success.
Exactly. I feel the same exact way. Everyone thinks when you're out and about and on Instagram posting and going to parties and dressing really nice that you're like it's so easy, but it's really not. Can you tell us a little bit more what made you like move to London?
Definitely, I love this part. I'm a journalist. I have been working in communications for the last 10 years.
Amazing.
I look younger than I am.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Black Girl Magic.
But yes, I started really early as well. So I was in a point of my career that I didn't have more space to grow without speak English.
Okay.
So I realized that, all right, I traveled a lot inside my country. I moved and I lived in 2 different states, and I wanted more. But I could never achieve this more without English first. So I said, all right, so let me go for a sabbatical year. I will learn English.
Yes.
I will know different people and everything beautiful. And then I came. Pandemic started.
Oh my goodness. So you came 2020 or 2021?
I came in 2020 and I stayed for 3 months. Then COVID started. I went back home.
Okay.
By then I was thinking I would just spend few months in London and it would be enough.
Yeah.
But during those 3 months I was fascinated about how many things I could just discover. Was a whole universe, was not only a city, just the diversity you find here. I was amazed because I study about Black history and Africa and Afrocentricity and Pan-Africanism, and when I saw so many Black people here, what I never heard before.
Yeah.
I never heard that in London there are so many Black people. So when I arrived I was like, wait, but no one told me that.
Yeah, no, it's like a surprise. You get here and you're like, wait a minute. This is not what I see on TV and where I'm from. Yeah.
Yes. So it was a great surprise, and I was fascinated. I swear, I was walking in the street like, oh, with my mouth open all the time. Oh my God! In the beginning, every time I saw like a Black guy, dark skin, tall and beautiful. Oh my god, I would be paralyzed.
You were drooling?
No, honestly, because in Brazil, as much as we have black people, definitely, outside the African continent, we are the country with the majority of black people. Like apart from Nigeria,
Yeah.
Brazil is the second country in the world with more black people.
I did not know that.
But because of the colonization, we are mixed.
Makes
so
sense.
yeah, so for example, I'm fully black, but my mom and my dad are black, but I have indigenous blood on me.
True.
So my skin color it's different from someone else.
Yeah.
You know, and this happened a lot in Brazil or even, you know, the colonization. So everything that came with this. So we have you saw.
I'm so shocked because honestly, I sound really ignorant saying this, but my taste of Brazilian culture came from Pharrell's video with Snoop Dogg, and no one really looks like how the country is.
Girl, I don't judge you.
Yeah, so I'm over here like, oh my god, we got a history lesson. Let me put my glasses on.
And this is my legacy.
Yes.
Listen, follow me because I decided to stay because I realized that I wanted to change the narrative of Brazilians in London.
Yeah.
Because every time what I listen the most it's, oh, but I never saw Brazilians like you and your friends because my friends and I, we are artists into history and culture, and we study about it, we research about it, and we believe in democracy, we believe in human rights, we believe in Black Lives Matter.
Of course.
We believe in diversity.
So did your friends and you guys come together?
My best friend came with me.
Oh,
I convinced her.
Very good.
Yeah. During the 3 months I was here, I was like, no way, I'm staying by myself. I need to.
So how did you get her to come? Like, what was your selling point on London to her?
Girl, if we work as hard as we have been working our whole life in London, we're gonna be rich. Because in London, the opportunities are here.
Yeah.
If you are not lazy, I'm not saying that there's no inequalities.
Yeah.
There are a lot. But comparing with the reality where we came from, even if you work too much, if you are black, if you are a woman, if you came from a poor background, the chances of you to overcome, it's really, really hard. Like, they don't really they would say, oh, if you work hard, you will make it. But the structure, it's made for you never arrive there. I was working in a big company. I was one of 4 black people in 4,000 employees.
4,000?
Yes.
And only 4 blacks.
I mean,
do y'all hear this? Do you guys hear this? This is, somebody has to do the math. I'm not a math wizard, but 4,000 employees and 4 black people.
Yeah, we had more in the.
It's crazy. It's really nuts.
In the office, this is the number you would see, and frequently because I was working with corporate communication, so when I had the chance to meet the executives that I was talking online, they would be shocked. Oh, is you the journalist I was talking with? I thought you was a model. Listen, what I'm going to be doing in the office as a model, just because in their mentality they cannot even imagine a black person in this position of power. So I just got sick, literally. I went through a severe depression, and I had to go to the clinic because I didn't see any meaning in my life. Even I was making lots of money. I had the chance to live in a penthouse by myself, paying by my money. But I was completely sick because the racism in the way it happened in Brazil makes you, okay, you can get there. It's not like people say, but in London it's the same. It's hard. It's the hard, but you have laws. You have. It's not cool to be racist.
Yeah.
In London, if you are racist, it's not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
In Brazil, it's not that bad. You hear jokes in the family
Yeah.
group or even between your friends, and will not have that sense of what are you saying?
Yeah.
Shut up, as you
So
have
it's
in
it's
here.
pushed under the rug basically.
Yes.
So you managed to have everything that you could possibly desire in Brazil and just felt like it wasn't enough. And then you moved here, got a taste of the London culture, went back home, convinced very good salesmanship because it's hard to convince people to get up and go anywhere. I'm telling you, like even with my friends, everyone's like, "Yeah, I could do it. I could do it." And it's just like it takes a lot, and when you're from a great and big city as well, it's really hard to kind of pick up and go. So I really do commend you for even bringing your friend along. But it's really good that you had that support system, so you always knew you had somebody here to help.
Yeah, but I learned this lesson while I was moving inside my country.
Okay.
Because I moved 3 times.
All right. So where did you? So hold on. Let's rewind it back a little bit because we're going a lot further. But where exactly are you from in Brazil?
Okay, I'm from São Paulo.
Oh, São Paulo.
Yes, I support the team Corinthians.
Okay.
That is one of the best of the world. And yes, I came from a favela. As much some people might be surprised because they have a wrong stereotype of people who comes from favelas. That it's like the ghetto, and I'm really proud of it because, to be fair with you, when I was 21, I went to USA. So this was my first international experience. So since then, I was telling my best friend, we have to get out of here.
Where did you go in the States?
Well, I was invited for the presidents in my country to go represent the youth and say how we, like the black youth, was working on the development agenda, the sustainable goals, to make the country achieve the sustainable agenda for human rights. So I went to UN with the same.
Oh, so you were in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my hometown, y'all.
Yes, and I love it. I was like, oh my god! And by then, Obama was the president.
Oh, you went at the right time.
Yeah. So when I arrived, the was really strong. The image I will never forget. The driver was like a black guy, and on the TV was Obama talking. And I went to the event in the UN, and Obama was there. You know, I had the chance to talk, to represent my country, talking for leaders from all around the world about what I was doing, because I was an activist for years, and I was really proud of me by then. And English at that time was something I knew I had to learn, but was very distant. I had a translator for me, but being in New York at that time was something that completely changed my life and my trajectory.
Okay, so that was your turning point. That was like the light went off.
Yeah, I was that day when I left the airport, I was like, I can never go back. But I couldn't because I didn't speak English. I didn't have any resource or anyone to help me. But I knew that sounds silly because when you come from a developed country or from an African country where everyone looks like you as much, it's not a developed country, but you don't have the sense of I don't belong.
Okay.
So for me was like, okay, I can be in a place where I can be someone and I can be accepted and respected as much as I know about the violence in United States. Yes. But in Brazil, every 20 minutes, one black person is shooted by the police. 20 minutes. So
goodness.
While we are here talking, people are dying.
Yeah.
You know, so it's in numbers, the amount of black people dying in Brazil, it's huge. It's much more than people in United States because of the racism. Not saying that
Yeah.
it's worse
Yeah.
or better, but saying that we have a lot to improve.
That's so good. So now you had your experience in America. You go back home. You kind of put all of these things together. It's COVID time. You come out here. You get a taste of it. 3 months in, you go back home. How long were you back home for?
1 month.
1 month. You.
To be
Hold
honest.
on, hold on, hold on. She was just like, I'm not staying for long.
No
I gotta
way.
go. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back.
I'm really determined. As I said, I was in a relationship.
Really?
And we were in a long distance relationship for this period of time. But
so he was in Brazil.
In Rio. At that time, I was living in Rio de Janeiro. We were living together next to the beach, making money, have a couple, have black couple, you know.
My goodness.
Like my dream. But I realized that I was happy by then. But that dream family, dream life would not make me happy long term.
That makes sense.
If I didn't go to pursue my dreams, to be, to feel like, whoa, I'm making exactly what I dreamed about.
Yeah.
As a woman, as a professional. And I asked him, do you want to go with me? And he said, no. I said, all right, so I will have to go. And was one of the worst moments in my life because I saw all my idealization of a black family just disappearing.
Aww.
But for my choice, was not. He didn't want to.
He didn't want to end it.
Yeah, but I needed because I needed to believe in the vision.
Yeah, you have to choose yourself
in
the bigger picture of how you viewed yourself, and I think like moving to another city. This is all just a dream and an idea. You get it. It comes into your head, and then little by little, if you want it to work, everything will align. Because even in my journey to here, it just popped in my mind, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to grad school, and I filled out all I needed to do, and when I tell you, everything just fell into place. And unfortunately, I too had to like break up with my boyfriend, but I was like, I'm not letting anyone stop me from who I want to be.
Breathe.
Exactly. And I just see myself as such a bigger person, and I'm sure you do too. And sometimes those bigger people, like the people that we are, and the future versions of ourselves need this. Yeah. Need to be stripped of our prior identities to kind of build us up from the bottom up. And in what other way to do it than in London? Okay, so what did you like about London? Because it's a lot of things to like, but there's also a lot of things to hate about it.
Yes.
So
it's a love-hate relationship all the time.
Tell me more about like what do you love about it?
Okay, what I love about it. The food. I was able. No, not the British food. Sorry, guys. Let me correct myself. Please. No, I mean in London you have
sure
the chance. Yeah, not
okay, all right. Let me hear
British food. I mean, for example, here I tried Caribbean food.
Okay.
For the first time.
So you never had it?
No, I never had it.
So wait, like you never had like
macaroni and cheese?
No.
I never had jerk chicken.
Guys,
can you believe I never had it? So I was like,
what?
Oh my God, what is
this? All right. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I still consider Brazil part of the diaspora, like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a black experience. It's just on another continent, you know?
Yeah. But the main difference was because the government in Brazil, they paid people to come, Europeans to come. They gave them lands and money to establish themselves there and make the society white.
This is a history lesson, y'all. All right, wait. Okay. You never had jerk chicken and you never had mac and cheese.
No.
What else did you not have? I'm coming from a blackity black background, so I've been eating this since birth. So I'm just shocked Go ahead, please, 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 please tell me.
Yeah. So I tried food from Senegal, food
Okay.
from Ethiopia, food from. But there is another one. I forgot, but because my big dream is to visit all the countries in
Yeah.
Africa. So I tried to visit Africa through the food.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
The easiest
So
and
I
cheapest way.
went to many restaurants from different countries in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so amazed because we have restaurants in Brazil, but it's mainly Nigerians because we
Okay.
have a big concentration of Nigerians. And yeah, so I was like, I just knew about jollof rice. I didn't know all the rest, and was yeah, I love the fact that I can know. I never met people from Ethiopia before. I never met a Muslim person before. So I was just
My mouth is
yeah.
open. What? Because this is little things that I don't think about because it
Yeah.
is what it
Yes.
is, you
But
know?
also we have to understand that Brazil it's big and each person will have a different experience. You were talking with a well educated woman that made a long journey to overcome
Yeah.
many challenges. But my family is poor. I didn't come from a rich family going to the best schools, to the best university, having access to, those environments where maybe rich people in Brazil have access to those things. I
Yeah.
don't know, but I never had. And considering that from my experience, from where I came from, I had quite outstanding experience that the majority of my peers never had and will probably never have as well, because it's just like almost impossible to overcome being miserable to be
Yeah.
successful.
It's all in the thoughts. Like, you
Yeah.
gotta want it.
Yeah.
And
So
you have to see it to want it.
exactly,
And
I had the chance to see
yeah.
because I started. My mother was a teacher. As much as she was poor, she knew that we need knowledge
Yeah.
and education was the only way possible.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started in social projects really young. Then I went to uni with 17, and I never stopped. So my friends, they don't really understand me, my behavior now. I end up working in the music industry. I'm a music journalist and I organize a party, and people don't understand why I'm always shaking my ass everywhere and capturing those moments and interviewing people and sharing a different narrative from what I was used to share.
Yeah.
Because for years I was an activist. I was sharing that Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
What I completely agree.
Exactly.
But joy, black joy also matters.
Exactly.
You know?
1000%.
So the narrative that I want to have from now, it's I want to shake my ass freely, unapologetically. I want to be happy. I want to show my young people from Brazil that you can be happy, and being happy as a black woman is revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's like it's
and it's
beautiful.
limitless.
Yes, and for each person it will sound a different perspective, but for me now this is what sounds for me. It's being able to share someone like people. I can tell other people his story and history through my own words, through my writing. And this was what I always wanted to do in Portuguese, and now I just updated and I can do it in English.
Amazing.
And this just makes me so happy.
And it's really beautiful to be able to still hone in on the message and show it in a different light. Like you're really about the black experience. You're really about giving Brazil a stage for black people to understand that the world is yours and you can literally just get up and go. And although, I mean, obviously it's really hard to showcase that the tough hurdles that we go over being expats, but it's so worth it. And even
100%.
and even with you, starting as an activist, through music writing, you're still being able to just show like we do matter, and this is why we matter, and this is an outlet that we can do to make ourselves have joy and still show that we deserve to be at every table, all tables, and that I find that amazing.
Or even build our own tables.
Exactly. Build it, everybody. Bob the Builder. But so about the music journalist, did you start it, the music journalism? You started it here, or like did London birth that, or what?
No, London was responsible for this birth, and this is one of the reasons why I love London, because in London I just had one explicit experience of racism. So being able to see yourself as a person, as people used to say, everyone is the same. We are all human beings.
Yeah.
But took me 26 years to be treated as a human being, because my whole life in Brazil I was first a black woman and then anything else. So just, I'm not saying in London there is no racism, but it's different.
Understand.
The way I can exist
Yeah.
in London, it's different from the way I exist in my country. And not having
I
to
felt
deal
that.
with racism 25 hours per day,
It's
24
crazy.
hours per day, it's open space in your mental storage. You become someone that you was never
Fearless.
able to be.
No restrictions.
Yes.
It's like, it's me.
Limitless.
Yes. No, seriously, I know exactly where you're coming from. And I think that's another reason why I'm just like, I love it here. So, you have been I went and stalked her Instagram. She gave me her Instagram. I'm like scrolling through. You guys will get it later. But vibe. Like, she is a vibe.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. I love it.
She's living she's living her life. So I totally get where your friends back home like, girl, you're all over the place. Yes, she's all over the place with a purpose and a message. All right, so what was your most favorite place in London that kind of like brought out that music like bug for you? Or like, what place has been the vibiest for you?
Okay, but I'm writing an article right now.
Okay.
With my 10 favorite DJs in London.
Okay.
And coming here was in the bus writing and emphasizing that I have so many powerful experience that made me come to this moment, that it's completely unfair to just say one place, but it is like a package. So many experience and places that I have been in, and experience that I was so amazed and relieved to be able to connect with black people in London, and for the first time with my mouth closed, because once that I say hi, everyone will ask me, where are you from? But if my mouth is closed, I would just blend in.
Yeah.
I would just be part of something what I never was able to feel back home.
Yeah.
Because I never went to a show in a stadium of one of the most famous singers and everyone was black.
Yeah.
It's never happened before in my life as it was possible to happen here. So it's all the time so many moments that makes me feel proud of being black, and make me feel like I don't care people don't talk about blackness, black excellence. I will be the one talking about it, because this is what I love and this is what I see all the time in London.
Yeah.
You see rich millionaire black people, and I'm so proud of you, everyone. Like, I love you guys, and I love especially Nigerians. I'm really inspired by them.
Yeah.
They inspire me a lot.
Trailblazers.
Yeah,
they just pick up and move and just start their
life. They go hard. They make
really
things happen. And also something crazy, okay? Are you ready for that?
Let me hear this. Go ahead.
Nigerians was the first people that, the first Africans that I met in my life.
In Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yeah.
Before then, I had a Nigerian boyfriend. Before him, I didn't know any African. So this guy and his friends were my first introduction
To the culture.
to the culture, to the continent.
Yeah.
You know, then I had a Senegalese boyfriend.
She's going down the African cities and countries. She's checking them all.
Applications are open because I'm single.
Yes. You heard it here first.
But jokes apart. Yeah, so I'm just like, whoa, I want Brazil to get to this level of rich black people. You know that okay, this I'm the owner of this bank. I'm the owner of this. I'm the owner of that, and even if it's not, if not, don't start from me, but I wanna build my legacy, and I want my legacy to be, oh, my mother, my auntie, my friend was that woman who fighted until she died.
Yeah.
But with happiness, with joy,
Mm-hmm.
and connecting. And make me more happy is when someone say, oh, but I never met Brazilians like you. And this is a really powerful message, that I'm a black woman and there are black people in Brazil.
Yeah.
I love my natural hair, I love my afro hair, I love my skin color, and I love black people, and this is what I stand for.
Amazing. Okay. Where can I get authentic Brazilian food in London?
Ooh, I have a list.
Okay.
And well, the most famous
Is there like an area where
no, there are different restaurants all around the city. The most easy to find, it's called Preto. Preto, yeah.
What part?
Means black.
Oh, Preto means black.
Yeah,
so it's not Negro?
Yeah, but it's not offensive.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And yeah, so they have stores everywhere around the city. So if you Google Preto, guys, you please pay me, okay? Because of this free ad. Right here. I want to eat for free in your restaurant. Yeah, so it's not the best, but it's okay.
It feels like
we'll give you, yeah, you have a cool experience, but there is also Made in Brazil.
Made in Brazil.
Oh,
that's Camden.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
I wanted
like
to go there.
One.
And you like it? Okay.
Yeah, normally it's where I go to introduce my friends to Brazilian food.
Good to know. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because it's near central London, and the food it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, made in Camden. You see black people working in there, because sometimes in Preto it's just like Portuguese people, and
my goodness.
I like to go in places where it's just local people.
Okay, and you see people that look like you.
Yeah.
Is Fogo de Chao alright? Fogo de Chao, have you been
Fogo
to?
de Chao.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me, because I love a Fogo de Chao.
I never been there because all my friends say that it's overpriced. So I'm Brazilian. I can have a barbecue in my garden. I'm not paying a lot just for eating.
My friends and I love a Fogo de Chao with the cheesy balls.
Yeah, but guys, like.
Alright, so you're gonna have to give me part of some of that list, because
definitely I will. Next
to
my house in North London, we have Sun's Brazil restaurant. Next to Finsbury Park.
Okay.
Those guys, they see me every week.
Okay.
And I really love the food. It's a small restaurant and it's a family business. And the food is really, really, really good. I love it. I'm always there. And I strongly recommend. Well, there is also Tia Maria. Tia Maria, I believe it's in Vauxhall.
Vauxhall? Okay.
That area.
The other side of the river.
Yeah. I've never been, but all my friends love one called Frigideira.
Frigideira?
Yeah.
Okay, you're making me hungry. Okay, so I know you throw events and you do music journalism. Is there another event that's coming up that we can look forward to?
Yes. Okay. Just to end our conversation, guys, you have to experience Brazilian music. And when I say Brazilian music, okay, I know samba. I love samba. But there is a little bit new. We have Baile Funk, that it's a music coming from favelas, from black people.
Okay.
And many DJs are DJing Baile Funk. Okay. Even putting in the flyers Baile Funk, but they have no idea what this is about.
Okay.
So this was the main reason why I started I decided to be a music journalist because I said, wait.
I need to be in this.
Shut up. I went to a party because,
Yes.
I'm from favela, so I can be gangster sometimes. And I told the guy, listen, I'm Brazilian. I'm doing like baile funk parties, like the proper ones, because I'm Brazilian. I came from a favela, I grow up in this. And I saw in your flyer that you are doing baile funk. You have baile funk in the lineup. Who is this person DJing baile funk? Because I want to know this DJ, because
They
if
gotta
he
be
is
interviewed.
good, if he is good, I need to put light on it, because trust me, I have been looking for. And he was completely embarrassed, like, oh no, it's not me, blah blah blah. To make the long story short, no one, they didn't play any BaileFunk music, so they are using it just as ad to bring
the people out,
because everyone know it's black music, it's joy, it's beautiful, it's vibe, and it's fine. Black music is for everyone, but at least know the history behind it, okay? And don't take advantage. My party, it's an underground party. We play amapiano, Afrobeats, baile funk. My business partners are British, and we really, really appreciate and we want to connect with people who love music in general. But you need to understand that there is a special space for black people, because this music was made for us. To us. So don't come here saying that the stage is for you, because it's not, and we will make you know that. So my next event is at Box Park Shoreditch. November 10th of November, 7 to 11, and come, it's good vibes. We have many dancers who just absolutely love us. They went to Paris for our party in Paris, because they just love the vibes. They love what we build, because it's not a party, it's a community. It's a movement of people who want to be free to be themselves and shake their ass and have fun without being judged. Because as much as we love London, some people are really conservative. And can be a little bit judgmental.
Because they're really not used to it.
Yeah, so we are there to show you, and be happy, come, say hello, say hi, say oi, that means hi in Portuguese, and you will be welcomed for sure.
Amazing. Gabriela, we're gonna have to do part 2 soon, because we literally didn't even scrape the surface. Like there's so much more to kind of, you're very dynamic, and there's so much more to kind of touch on. But thank you so much for coming. It's been the Xpat Exchange. Gabriela, put your handles in, your Instagrams and all that. Say it so they know where to follow you.
Yeah, so my Instagram, it's Gab Vallim. It's DAB, just B, VALLIM. Gab Vallim, yeah.
And then the party.
My party, Baile London, everyone. You can find us Baile LDN on Instagram. And if you go to my Instagram, you will see my party over there, and you can follow us, connect with us, and shake your ass with us.
Exactly. You guys will have the time of your life there. She is very much a vibe. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure. And I hope that you guys got some recommendations on some food, understand a little bit more about the Brazilian culture. And if you guys have any questions or anything, hit me up, and maybe we'll do a part 2 soon.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate your work.
Thank you. Oh, we got to cheers. Cheers.